Hello everyone, today we are going to be continuing the reading of American Girl's Girl of the Year 2019, Blaire Wilson's first book by Jennifer Castle called Blaire. Chapter 2, Super Scrumptious. Mom was washing strawberries and blueberries when I entered the restaurant kitchen with the basket full of sugar snap peas. A bowl of fresh greens and a camera sat on the counter nearby. Beckett and I had picked the berries and greens that morning. Mom's restaurant is farm to table, which means we grow many of the ingredients right here on our farm. What we can't grow ourselves, we get from other farms in the area. Mom cooks with what's in season so that everything is super fresh and totally delicious. Here you go, I said, setting the basket on the counter. Super scrumptious snap peas for the summer salad. All those S's were our little joke for the most popular item on our summer menu. And warm from the sunshine too. Thanks, sweetie, Mom replied. We giggled as we got to work on the salad. I love hanging out in this kitchen with Mom before the restaurant opens and the room gets busy with the kitchen staff. As she sautéed the sugar snap peas, I took photos of her for the website, and Mom took photos of me when I mixed the blueberries vinaigrette dressing. The dressing was a recipe I invented last summer when we had a bumper crop of our blueberries, and customers loved it. Now it was on the menu as Blaire Berry Vinaigrette. When the peas were done, I placed them on the plate along with the greens and arranged the strawberries in a ring on top. The different shades of veggies mixed just right with the reds of the berries. Now I just had to add the dressing. Perfect. As Mom balanced on a step stool to get some shots of the finished dish from above, I started cleaning up the kitchen. There was a smushed blueberry on the counter, and I grabbed a paper towel to wipe it up. I was about to throw the paper towel away when I noticed the color on it. Not blue exactly, but not quite purple either. Idea sparks started going off in my head. I knew I could make something crafty with that color. Maybe a decoration for the front desk. I folded the paper towel into a tiny square and tucked it into my pocket. Think about what you want to say about this recipe and we can post it tonight, Mom said, putting the rest of the salad ingredients into the giant refrigerator. She glanced at the clock. Don't you need to get ready for Thea's party? Oh my gosh, you're right. I still haven't wrapped her present. Then go, and have fun. Thanks, Mom. I kissed her goodbye and dashed out the door. Our house, a Victorian built over 100 years ago, has a narrow back staircase running up from the family kitchen. I took the steps 2 at a time past the second floor where our guests stayed to the third floor where my parents, brother, and I lived. I bounded down the hallway to the best room in the whole house, my turret bedroom. It had been Mom's room when she was growing up. When I opened the door, the sunlight practically blinded me. But hey, small price to pay when one whole wall of your room is a semicircle of ginormous windows. I took the paper towel out of my pocket and headed over to my inspiration board, which was where my random idea sparks ended up. I pinned the blueberry smear to one corner, in between a magazine clipping of party decorations and a sunny yellow fabric swatch. After I changed into my swimsuit, shorts, and a t-shirt, I sat down at my desk to wrap the gift for my BFF's birthday. I'd spent a week making her a pillow based on one I'd seen online. I'd never done anything quite like it before, and it was super fun to make it up as I went along. I was really happy with the way it turned out. One whole side was sequins, and I couldn't wait to see Thea's face when she opened it. But now it was time for the finishing touch, a homemade gift tag. I took the strip of photos of me and Thea off my inspiration board. They were from the photo booth at last year's fair. After cutting one photo off and punching a hole in the corner, I attached it to the package with a ribbon and wrote a note on the back. Done! I pinned the rest of the photo booth strip back on the inspiration board. My BFF was always a huge inspiration to me. Then headed downstairs with the gift. There was a mix of voices in the dining room, which meant that lunch service had already started. I poked my head around the corner and saw one of the wait staff putting a plate of summer salad down in front of a customer. The customer lifted her fork. I held my breath and thought of planting the snap peas and pruning the strawberry runners. I thought of the hours Mom and I spent in the kitchen experimenting and sampling recipes. It was all for this, to give someone a delicious moment. "Oh my wow!" the customer said. She put her fork down and looked at her friend across the table. "I think this is the best salad I've ever tasted." "I told you that dressing is insane," said the friend. A similar warm, winning feeling rushed through me as I headed out the front door. Yes, I never get tired of that. I walked across our circular driveway and down a dirt path to the big old red barn. The tap, tap, tap of a hammer got louder as I got closer. "Dad," I called once I was inside. My father was up in the loft, fitting the joints of two wooden beams together. He looked down at me, two nails sticking out of his mouth. "Hey, kiddo," he said, but with the nails in his mouth, it sounded more like, "Ha, kiddo." "Time to go," I said. "Thea's party, remember?" "How could I forget the official start of summer?" Dad said. As he climbed down the ladder, I took a look around the barn. He was making steady progress working in the barn whenever he had time left over from running the business and marketing side of Pleasant View Farm. With the new ceiling beams in place now, idea sparks started going off in my head again. Shimmery silver streamers hanging from one beam as a backdrop for a photo booth. Light up gigantic paper stars strung from the other. I had a zillion ideas, but they would have to wait. The barn wouldn't be ready for months. "Dad, come on," I said. A few minutes later, we were in his truck on the road into town. The Shawangunk Ridge Mountains disappearing behind us as the woods on the side of the road rushed by. I rolled down the window and took a big breath in. The air smelled sweet and fresh and full of possibility. So that is chapter 2 of Blaire's novel. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of it and if you would like to continue to hear the rest of the story. So in the next video, we will be starting chapter 3, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. See you soon!